Okay, what's up, you guys? JC here to give you guys my review on the third season finale of The Walking Dead. Now, I know I've been MIA for a while, I've uploaded videos in maybe a week, but I wasn't gonna miss reviewing this episode. And I have to say, this episode did not disappoint. It did not disappoint me. It was a pretty good episode. I wouldn't say it was amazing or great, but it was pretty good the way they executed, you know, the certain subplots in this episode. And it was pretty much a good way to end off the season. I mean, this season it's been very subpar compared to season 1 and season 2, but I thought it was a good way to end off the season. I wasn't like completely drawn in by the season at times, but I thought this last episode did a pretty good job. And I don't think I'm gonna give like a quick summary. Maybe I'm just gonna sum up a few parts because this episode could be broken down to like maybe 3 or 4 parts. Like there's the Andrea part, there's the governor leading his army to the prison part, and there's the Carl part, which I want to talk about for a bit. And I think that's mostly it right there. Oh, and also the ending of this episode was well. Oh, before I start, I just want to say if you haven't seen the episode yet, there's gonna be some massive spoilers in here. I'm gonna go into the spoilers in this review. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, just leave, exit the video. But I don't know why you'd be watching if you haven't seen the episode yet. I'm just come on. But yeah, pretty much this episode starts off with the governor beating the shit out of Milton. I think that's his name, Milton. And in fact, I'm just gonna skim this part. I'm not gonna go into the quick summary because you guys already seen the episode, so forget that. I want to talk about the part where the governor leads his army, his little army, to the prison. That part, man, they came in there guns ablazing. They pretty much, he brought his entire crew in there. They went to the prison. They started blowing up shit, shooting the place up. And I kind of like the way Rick's group kind of handled the situation. I mean, I don't know how they knew the governor was coming, but they had an idea. I don't know how they knew exactly when he was coming because I think I might have missed the memo probably. But I like the way they set it up, the way they had, how they exit, how they left the prison, and how they set up this kind of trap for the governor to confuse them. Like when they went down the hallway when they were in the prison, and they came across like these firecrackers or fireworks. I don't know what they were. There was some kind of sparklers, which disoriented them and it made them think it was some kind of gunfire. And they had the walkers come in too, and they had and Glenn and Maggie were like in this like hallway fence thing. I don't know what to call it, some kind of balcony thing. And they were shooting at the governor's group and they were getting them and they fucking hightailed it out of there because with all the fireworks, it made them think that there was more people shooting at them, so they got the fuck out of there. That part was pretty good. I like the way they set that up. And what else is there? Oh, the part with Andrea and Milton. Pretty much, Milton got stabbed. He got fucking shanked by the governor. I mean, he tried to. The governor gave him a chance to kill Andrea. He tried to, pull a fast one and stab the governor, but I mean, damn, man. If you're gonna stab someone, at least try and get the jump on him, man. He was like, ugh, like it's all slow as shit, man. But then that was fucked up. So the governor just left him there to die. He didn't stab him in the head. He wanted him to turn so he would, you know, t- tear the flesh from Andrea's bones, which is pretty gruesome. And as that's happening, uh, Milton tells Andrea that he dropped like a pair of pliers behind her chair, where she could just grab him with her feet and break herself free before he turns. And this part was all right, but I feel like they kind of dragged it on a little bit. Like the tension for that part was like a little bit too draggish for me. Like they like spent like maybe good 5 minutes focusing on Andrea trying to fucking get the pliers. I mean, I mean, if you knew the guy was going to die, you should have gotten the pliers, like that. But she spent like a good couple of minutes talking to Milton, and during that time, she could have gotten the pliers and prevented what would have happened at the end of this episode. And there's also the part with Carl. This part, I mean, shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Carl, man. Carl is, he's maturing. He's maturing a lot right now. He's entering this sort of ideology, which is like really, really dark and really disturbing when you think about it. So pretty much, there's this one kid, I think it was a kid, some kind of teenager, who was a part of the governor's group who got separated from the main group, and he runs to Carl and he's trying to surrender. He puts his hands up, he's trying to put his shotgun on the ground. Yet Carl has like the gun pointed directly at his head, and before he can even put the gun down, Carl just shoots him in cold blood, just straight up shoots him. So I guess he didn't want to take the chance because that's what he said. He said when he was explaining it to Rick, he told him that he didn't want to take the chance because of what happened before, how Rick let Andrew live and he ended up killing Lori, and how he ended up having the governor live even though he had a perfect chance to shoot him, and Merle got killed. And it's really depressing when you think about it. 'Cause that's the way the world is right now that they're living in. I mean, you can't take a chance because if you even slip up once, you could end up endangering someone in the group. And Carl's pretty much got this whole rebellious mentality going on, and I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I mean, Carl's not my favorite character. I don't really like Carl, but that part right there, I pretty much liked it. It was pretty interesting. And the part with the governor, after the governor's group hightails it out of prison, man, he tried to tell him, get the fuck back there, get back to the prison, and everyone was like, no man, no, fuck that, man, we're not soldiers, I mean, we don't want to kill people, and the governor just fucking loses it and shoots everybody. He just shoots, he fucking slaughters everybody. I kind of found it kind of hard to believe that the governor, one man, was able to successfully gun down at least maybe 20 people. At least maybe 20 people. That I kind of found a little bit hard to believe, but damn, I've been waiting for the governor to do something like this, man. I mean, now he's scary. Now he's scaring me because he just flipped out all these innocent people who he was trying to protect. And he went from protecting these people to fucking shooting them. Like he lost it. He's and I don't know what happened. I don't know if the governor's even going back to Woodbury. He and his two little henchmen, they kind of drive off, but I don't know where they're going to. I don't think they're going back to Woodbury because shit, they just slaughtered like half the town. He just slaughtered like half the fucking town right there. Like fuck. And the end of this episode with Andrea getting bitten. It was pretty emotional. I mean, I really don't care about Andrea. I mean, I never really liked her from the get go, but you know, her death, well, quote on death was still pretty, heart wrenching. I felt something, but it wasn't really a lot, but I think they did a good job with that scene. And Michonne's reaction was pretty much heart wrenching too, because that's the first time we ever see Michonne like cry, and it was pretty emotional. I actually felt sorry for Michonne and Andrea right there. I really did. So pretty much, I give this episode an 8 out of 10. It wasn't amazing, but it was still pretty good. But hopefully, season 4 they bring their A game, because this season it was like what, 3 or 4 good episodes out of all 16 episodes in this season. So this season was very subpar in my personal opinion. But that's my review, guys. Leave a comment, tell me what you thought about the season finale, and don't forget to rate and subscribe also. I'm not too sure when the next season of Walking Dead starts. Maybe in the fall. I'm not too sure, but I'll look it up later on. So yeah, this has been JC. Keep on keeping on. I'll catch you guys again next time. Peace.